Hi, it's Mike here again, bringing you another review video in collaboration with Factory Direct Hobbies. Well, this week, all-time classic aircraft, the F-15E Strike Eagle. This one, 1 in 32nd scale by Tamiya. Fantastic kit. The F-15 is one of those classic aircraft. It has been around for many, many years. The original design was done in the 1950s. This kit's a little bit newer than that, as is this aircraft itself. The real version of this, the Strike Eagle, was a later variant which had the ground attack capability. First up, the kit. Really, really good. Really nice construction. I've made the C as well, which is a slightly older kit. This one's really good. It addresses some of the issues with the C. So if you've built the C, there's some bits of that where it goes together nicely, but it's not modern Tamiya. It leaves you with a few questions. The E version, really, really good. Really nice. Construction is sensible. Goes together well. Fit is everything that you'd expect of Tamiya. Metal landing gear, lots and lots of screws. I mean, this feels like a sort of screw-in construction toy rather than a traditional model kit. Really, really solid. I really like the way they achieved some of the features on this. The wings were really good. Glued solidly in place, but reinforced with screws. And screws in there to hold the actual halves of the wings together, not just to hold the wings in place. I really liked that. I thought that was really good. Felt absolutely solid. The wings clip into place, and then there's further screws which go down through the wing into the fuselage. It really locks it in place. I had no issues closing the gap. I didn't need to wrestle with it at all. It was super easy. One of the easiest assemblies in that sort of area that I've ever done. I thought it was really, really good. I thought that was well achieved. The intakes move just as on the real thing. You could fix those in place. I left them movable. I think it's really good. I like that. I like that on the aircraft. It's one of those features. The intake vents move up and down on the real thing, and they do so on the model as well, which I thought was really nice. Detailing in the cockpit, good. You wouldn't mistake it for 3D decals, but it's really good. It isn't perhaps quite up to the absolute standard of modern Tamiya, but it really gives you a bit of space to work as a modeler, to add some detail, to add the colours in there. I thought it was really good. The instructions were very clearly laid out for that. They showed you how to paint it, so there was little internet research that needed to be done, which isn't the case with a lot of the models that I build. Huge positive, really like that. Tailplanes, one of those areas, some of the stuff that I've built recently, for example, the flanker that I've just finished, they're a little bit wobbly. The connection isn't that good. These ones, absolutely solid. They clip into place really, really nicely, glue firmly in, really like it. Be a little bit careful with horizontal stabilizers. They have an interesting attachment mechanism that doesn't use glue, but it also doesn't use polycaps like you see on a lot of model kits. It has a sort of T-shaped fitting, so you put it in at one angle and then you twist it back and then it won't come out. They're a little bit fragile. I broke one and then I had to recreate one using a bit of steel rod. So just be a little bit careful in that area when you're using it, but you should be fine. Just be a little bit careful. One of the places where I felt this model was let down a little bit was with the Ordnance selection that came with it. There's some great resources out there for the Strike Eagle and its various packages. One of the primary weapons that the aircraft carries for an air-to-ground mission role is the GBU-12 bomb. This kit didn't come with any of them. It came with GBU-12s, which are the bigger brother of the GBU-10. I mean, these things are massive. I think the 2,000-pound bombs, they're absolutely huge. I used those on mine just because there were so many of them in the box. I did consider using some 3D printed GBU-12s that I have, but really, for the purpose of these reviews and to be able to give an honest opinion, I try to stick with what's in the kit and what you get sort of out of the box when you buy it. So I felt that was a little bit of a shortcoming with this. Another thing is it has the AGM 130 ground to air guided missile, which is basically a guided bomb with a rocket motor on it. I mean, these things are cool, and they're massive. They're absolutely enormous. These things must be the size of like SUVs when you're throwing them around in real life, bigger than SUVs. I was going to include those, but it didn't come with the data link package, which goes on the main pylon underneath. And so for realism, I mean, that wouldn't really work. It didn't have the right electronics package to be able to support those. So I decided to go with a little bit more realism. I went for a heavy hitting load from the first Gulf War. Features 4 GBU-10 bombs, and then a small air-to-ground package, air-to-air package as well, so the aircraft can defend itself. But I really like this build. I thought it was really fun for even for the weaknesses around the armaments package. You can work around that. If you went for a pure air-to-air package, you wouldn't even notice it anyway. I really wanted to highlight the distinction between the E and the C version, as I have a C as well. So I really wanted to go for the air-to-ground package. So I went with the best one that was available with this. But great kit. Great kit. Give it a go. Anyway, I hope you've found something interesting from this video, and I thank you for spending the time to watch it. And as always, happy modelling.